Welcome to our own special bracket. There is such thing out there called the NCAA bracket. We present to you NERD bracket. Nerd bracket, baby. That's right. We know some stuff about sports here, a few things here and there. Basically, we are going to be pitting the Justice League versus the Avengers here today. We've got 8 contestants, 2 wild cards, which are going to be part of the 8 contestants, and we got a great panel of judges here. I'm going to be the commissioner of this, which means I've determined the power rankings, which these guys do not know yet, which we're going to reveal now. Let's start with the Justice League side. In the number 1 seed, Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh. Going up against
number 1 seed?
The number 8 seed, Cyborg. Batman's number 7.
Batman! Wow.
These guys are gods.
Did you smoke crack before you got?
Do you know how good of a hacker Batman is? Cyborg's all robot.
He's a robot who can hack mother boxes. He should be higher than Batman.
All Batman has to do is jam these gears with a batarang, and that's it. We're done. But the number 2 seed,
Superman.
Soups, coming in at the number 3 seed, Shazam. 6 seed, Double the Lightning with the Flash.
Oh,
That's I can't wait for that one.
No.
I can't wait for that one.
There we go. See, now if I won back your favor, if I won back your trust.
The Superman, Batman, Shazam, Flash one's gonna be good, but that one was Cyborg one.
And at the 4 and 5, Aquaman and Mara.
You put the husband and wife in together.
A lover's quarrel, if you will. Let's move on to the Avengers side, and then we will get to competing. Number 1, Scarlet Witch.
That's fair.
He's a WandaVision stan.
It's worth mentioning, WandaVision is like 8 episodes in. We don't know what the 9th episode is, so we could be debating things that may not make a whole lot of sense here.
It comes out in like 6 hours.
The season finale is coming up.
We didn't want to wait that long.
We'll go.
Let's just say Jimmy Woo takes your spot for now.
Coming in at the number 8 spot, Hawkeye.
Oh.
And then, coming in at the number 2 spot, Hulk.
Hulk? So he's putting Thor's.
7, Black Widow.
I called it. He likes to put these weird fights together.
I base this off what I feel like are the strongest. Alright, number 3 seed, God of Thunder. Okay, now this is getting too predictable. I feel like I gotta change this up now.
And the next one, Iron Man.
Ooh, that one's gotta be Captain America.
And then number 6 seed, one of the wild cards, War Machine.
So you're close, Iron Man.
Close.
So, again, 4, 5, pretty much the same spot, doesn't really matter which one is it. Cap versus Iron Man.
Iron Man!
Well, the jump! That's a
First round, that's a...
This is gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a fight. And no Bucky this time.
No Buck.
No help.
No Buck.
No Buck.
Alright, here it is. The bracket. The challenge. Basically the rules. I will contribute to the debate. I will rebut. I will add to it, subtract to it, multiply, divide it, however I want with it. But I will not vote. The voting will be left to these 3 gentlemen right here. And so, I leave it up to you guys. You want to start Justice League or Avengers first?
I feel like Avengers is easier.
You want to start with Avengers?
I'm really tempted to go over here.
I want to go DC.
You want to go DC?
I want to go DC. I want to go DC.
Alright, we're starting with the West region. Here we go. Let's start with this one. All the way from the bottom. Aquaman versus Mara. Alright, so, yes, one of them holds the trident. You could argue that's a hereditary thing. I would say Mara has more training in the sorcery.
Okay, because she's magic. That's cool. Yeah.
There's such a thing as Atlantean sorcery, which may be the nerdiest thing I've ever said in my entire life.
All right.
Aquaman. You've seen him a lot. He can lift a submarine. He saves people in water.
That's right.
He could talk to fish. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
can
how
Mara do
does
that?
that
What
beat
does
Mara?
Mara do? She
How does
tells
that beat
him
Mara?
to get the trident.
Get the trident.
Get the trident.
Yeah. I have to say this too. Was Mara trained by Willem Dafoe?
I think she was.
Was
I think she was.
Do we have to watch the movie?
I think they all were.
I don't know.
They all had to been trained somewhat by him, right?
Yeah, but of course,
He at least-
the
he at least
most.
He put the most.
He at least came up with a curriculum.
Yeah, he came up with the. He
teacher.
came up with the.
I was the
training.
Webster, and our teachers were the one reading the text.
I feel like Aquaman gets the edge because, granted, Mara does know the sorcery, but that trident is also the trident. It's kind of the thing that makes you, what you are in a sense, and also Willem Dafoe.
Yep, I'm going just for Willem Dafoe.
So, just crown for a king.
Yeah,
Aquaman moves on.
Aquaman.
On to the next matchup. Lightning versus Lightning. Shazam versus The Flash.
Yeah,
From the future.
All we really know is that he ran fast and he saved people. Did he fight a little bit?
He also
raced
was
Superman.
pretty clumsy a couple of times when he was.
So is Shazam, though.
Can I bring up, is he in Shazam, already, or does he have to say Shazam? Because, people can argue that Flash is just going to punch a child.
Yeah. he can just run up.
He's going to run up and punch a kid.
Let's say he's in the Shazam.
Shazam? Okay.
I gotta give it to Shazam.
Batman is entering with all his gadgets.
Gotcha.
Superman is
Okay.
Superman.
I have to give it to
I'm going to go
Okay.
Shazam.
I'll go
because-
Shazam.
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 Yep, I'll go
Alright.
Shazam.
Yep.
Yeah.
No arguments here. All right. This might be the one I'm most interested in. Batman v Superman. Here we go again.
I watched the movie about Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We this might be the one we have some of the most intel off of.
All right. Right off the jump, I'm just gonna say this: Batman had Superman in that movie.
Agreed.
Yes.
He had him.
And his mom is not put into a scenario where he says a
He
name.
would have just.
I will argue this. In this particular fight, Superman was going easy on Batman. Batman was intending to kill Superman. If Superman really wanted to, he could have beaten him.
Depends on the context.
Yeah.
That's the context. That's what it is. He needed Batman's help. He could kill Batman.
Is Superman just all for fighting Batman, and Batman's just
We're not necessarily to the death, I should mention. It's
just till knockout.
KO.
Yeah. Okay.
He also has that kryptonite grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher,
which only weakens Superman.
But it still helped him.
But it gave him an edge.
Yes.
He also has his vehicle to use, the Batmobile. He also has the
Superman slapped that Batmobile three times.
But if he uses the kryptonite first,
that's true.
You could just
kryptonite ribs on that
thing.
All right. We gotta keep these ones moving along here. So let's go for a vote. Kyle, what are you thinking?
I gotta give it Batman.
Batman?
Yep.
Go with him first.
We'll go with Ryan first.
I want it to be interesting.
I do too. So I'm gonna go Superman.
Yeah.
The tiebreaker vote.
No.
Tiebreaker.
Come on.
Just look at all the movies. Remember, mustache.
Mustache?
What?
Yeah,
Also-
Batman. All right, Batman.
Okay.
That's who I wanted, but I wanted to
Mustache. That's all I need
I was
to
tempted to
say.
say Superman myself.
Yeah.
All right.
The
The number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed, Wonder Woman versus Cyborg.
Okay.
I still don't like that choice. Number 8.
Why don't you like it?
I just feel like Cyborg has done way more for the team
What
than
has he
movie.
done? What did he do?
If it wasn't for him, they would have not understood
They
what
wouldn't
the
have been
mother
able
boxes were for.
I think
literally
that-
fused with
I
the
think
mother
that's
I
just-
think
just
Superman could have just
conveniency.
raped him.
Wonder Woman has her gold suit. That's meant
With
for
the-
the top end.
Oh, you know that gold suit that she took off?
Yeah, but she's not gonna use.
She really
It's gonna be put in a different.
I did that for the trailer.
She also has the whip.
Yeah.
The lasso of truth.
The lasso of truth.
All right,
just
let's
block
vote on
stuff
this
with
one.
her
Let's vote. All right. You can start this time.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Let's go. Ryan next.
Wonder Woman.
I gotta go Wonder Woman.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Cyborg.
I love
You
you.
should have got better placement, Cyborg.
Should
You should have been up against her right away.
Up against Batman.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Let's move on to the Avengers side.
This is gonna be good.
So we're starting. Oh God. Yep. We're starting down here. This one's gonna be a good one. Cap the Iron Man.
Okay, I think Iron Man's winning this. He has so much more utility to use. He can use that laser that cuts through metal. He has missiles. He can fly. He can shoot lasers.
And in this case, you did say they could use anything from the movies.
Yep.
Which means Cap could also use Mjolnir.
Hey, wait.
But that could also mean Iron Man can use
Hulkbuster.
Which
I don't know if Hulkbuster trumps Mjolnir though.
But here's the thing though. I also said Mjolnir for Cap, but Iron Man can use his nanosuit, and that was able to take the energy from Mjolnir's lightning and turn it back on.
Does that include Iron
I was able
Man's
to, charge
armored
them.
robots? Because he could call
That's
in
it.
the
You
army
can't
of
call him.
robots.
See, yeah, that's a
can't
good
call him.
point because Iron Man has literally endless amounts of stuff.
All right,
Throw it
let's,
in
let's,
everything.
let's vote on
Yeah.
this one. We
I-
gotta keep it moving. Let's see. I haven't started. Ryan, you start us off this time.
I would go with Iron Man as well.
You're going Iron Man. You are going
Iron Man.
Iron
I'm
Man.
going Iron Man.
Let's move on to the next one here. Thor, the War Machine.
Alright, so right off the bat, Thor's winning this.
Thor is winning.
Unlike Iron Man.
Hold
War
up,
Machine-
hold up. A lot of the arguments I think you said with Iron Man can carry over to War Machine. You don't think they even have access to that?
He lost the use of his legs. Tony Stark is dead, but
He
War
also has
Machine
the
didn't use
Leviathan.
legs. What about
All
me?
right. So we feeling Thor here.
Thor.
I
Feeling
like
Thor.
Thor.
All right. Number 2 seed Hulk versus number 7 seed Black Widow.
Puny God.
That is essentially
Puny
what this
God.
fight is.
Puny God.
She's gonna be like, sun's getting real low. that's it. That's game.
That's it.
What
That's
do you
it.
do?
Yeah.
On the Black
I
Widow.
still think the lullaby counts here in this case.
Yeah, but
It works
you
every
know,
time.
but they know it's a fight.
If they know it's a
I mean,
fight, it's Hulk all
But
the way.
every time she did it was during a fight.
But they weren't fighting each other to knock each other out.
she's just using her charm to get him, and then but what if Hulk's like?
No.
The one time it just doesn't work.
All right. Let's vote on it then. What are we feeling here?
I'm going Hulk.
Yeah,
All
I'm going
Hulk. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to represent woman diversity in Women's History Month, but these guys.
We got Wonder Woman.
We got Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
we did. We got Wonder Woman. We did it.
First seed.
Yeah!
First seed.
Wait,
We
what
did
about
it. All right. Number 1 seed Scarlet Witch versus Hawkeye.
It's
Oddly
Scarlet
enough,
Witch. I'm sorry.
Oddly enough, Hawkeye has beat Scarlet Witch
He did before. Yes.
That's
because I mean
That was
she
a
tried
ba-
to sneak up on him,
That
and he
was
was
a
just like,
battle of wits. And
Yeah.
that is a battle, technically.
Yeah.
all you have to do with Scarlet Witch is mention her dead brother or Vision.
Yeah,
and she
and
probably.
she
but does it?
Yeah,
and
and I
also
would-
gave her a nice little.
You're not my
I would like to argue you could bring up the hex, the whole reality thing she's doing, but she was only able to do that under extreme emotional distress.
And this
Yeah.
isn't not. This is
I-
her when she
this
like
is
faces
just so-
Thanos. She's like,
this is against-
you took everything from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye's like, I
Extreme-
don't know who you are.
Yeah. All right.
The little.
All right. Just keep things moving along here for time. So do we feel comfortable voting right now?
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Let's have you go first this time.
I'm gonna have to give the edge to Scarlet though.
Scarlet.
She's learned a lot.
Hawkeye.
She's learned a lot.
Hawkeye.
Oh!
Tiebreaker.
You can't say anything. We can't say anything. Let him think.
You guys both brought up great points about both of them. But I'm gonna have to go Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if Hawkeye got into the next round, he's losing the whole.
But he gave it a valiant effort.
He did.
Yeah.
You did it, Hawkeye.
Great job.
Let's go, Clint.
Let's move over back to the Justice League into the, I guess, next round, 8th round, round of 8, whatever it's called.
Okay.
I don't care. Do we want to start with this one or this one?
You fit.
Yeah, you,
I-
you
yeah,
pick.
You want to start with? I'll start with this one first. Let's go top first.
Okay.
Wonder Woman versus Batman.
Batman's got to be prepared with something. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's also jacked, but
He's also
obviously
Ben
he's not
Affleck,
as strong as
Oh, sorry, we don't.
Wonder
talk about
Woman.
that here.
But Wonder Woman, I guess, doesn't really have a kryptonite.
I mean, yes, but you could also
Steve.
look. I mean, I'm going to bring a very similar
True.
argument with Black
Wonder
Widow.
Woman.
What did
you say
that
Because
Steve, why did you say that name? He's like, I've seen this trick work before.
because I feel like his jet is pretty great of a trump card against her. I mean, yeah, if it's
You guys put
it's
a
ins-
lot more in the stock into his vehicles in this universe. They just have guns.
I mean, yeah, he has guns and stuff.
The
He also has his
Batmobile
metal
is a
suit.
jacked
Yeah,
out
the metal
ATV
suit
with
is
dual
awesome.
machine guns. That's it.
Yeah, and we have.
I'm pretty sure my cousins made
Let's see,
one of those.
Now, if we compare that to like her, bulletproof bracers, which are like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But if I'm shooting you with my equivalent to 2 anti-aircraft
I mean,
guns,
she did
oh my
Okay,
God.
deflect
yeah,
the
no man's
laser.
land. No Man's Land. If you want to bring up, if she can't defect all those bullets, she took on all of No Man's Land.
I think the lasso of truth right off the jump would be just a game changer because
It
like,
is
you
a-
get him in the lasso. I mean, you'll probably have like I got my bat scissors and my
Yeah.
set him up and like
That'd just be cool in general.
If they didn't have the use of weapons and gadgets, and it was just a matter of raw strength and
I think
wits,
Wonder Woman's winning now.
I would want, yeah, I'd put Wonder
But
Woman.
with Batman being as intelligent as he is, like, let's say, like, he could go hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's gonna, like, he's very strategic with what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He can go hide up in, like, on a street light. Let's say, I don't know why a street light, or in a dark alleyway. Lure her in there, sneak attack.
Yeah.
Use his car, distraction, sneak up.
You just have to overload their senses.
And I feel like Wonder Woman is just very straightforward with things. As you've seen in the movie, she's just like, let's start going.
That slide though is very OP. She does that a lot. That's gonna be her go-to move right off the jump. She has that weird like leg thing.
That has almost always worked.
That's the thing. It's always worked.
Don't fix it. It's all
Batman has analyzed this. He knows. I swear.
He's watched the tapes.
Okay. So let's vote on this one. What are we thinking? Who am I started with? Let's start with you, Brandon.
Batman.
You thinking Batman?
Yeah.
Ryan, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
All
right.
let's go.
Tiebreaker. Choose your allegiance.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give it to Wonder Woman.
Wow! Let's move on to the next one. Shazam versus Aqua Man.
I feel like if this was in the desert,
I was gonna say
Shazam winning. If this was in the water, Aquaman.
You want to say desert? Mara was able to suck the sweat off Aquaman and still use something.
That's true.
But
that's not my best argument. I'm just saying.
Lightning.
I mean, let's say he is in the water. I feel like he could still fly in and fly out with Aquaman, and he has a way better advantage with being on land.
If it's water, and Shazam creates lightning, doesn't that electrify the water?
Yes, but it also has so water and lightning can go both ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like lightning can overpower it, yes, but water can also do the same thing back.
Learn something new every day.
This one's gonna be because I mean that tries also helps a lot.
It does,
but I think because
I mean he is a kid, but
he's a kid, and really all you'd have to do is have him say Shazam again, and you would essentially like.
But you have to trick him into doing that. This Aquaman, I think, hasn't shown any strength in mental fight.
And I mean, also, just to put in, I think Shazam would probably be able to grab Aquaman, pull him up, and just say Shazam, and then right on top of him. So it's kind of like.
All right, so we want to vote on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Shazam.
You want to start with Shazam? Shazam. All right.
So.
All right. So part of the final four. The two Greek gods, essentially, both based off Greek gods, Wonder Woman, Shazam. Let's figure it out for the Avengers. Let's start with Thor, Iron Man this time.
I might. So to reiterate a former point that I had with when Cap had Mjolnir, Iron Man has the suit can now charge up lightning using Thor's like lightning.
That's just it. There is precedent for this.
But is it possible?
In the Avengers,
because is it possible to overload it with so much that it just?
He's done 50 kills.
Yeah. I mean, it might be possible.
But in Avengers it didn't, and that was an old suit. That was like Mach 12.
Was he giving it his full power, or was he just here's some energy?
And that was in Avengers, though.
He's stronger
now.
Thor. Yeah, Thor is way stronger.
He has Stormbreaker. He has Mjolnir. He has this like.
Because you could put them both up when they went up against Thanos. Because I guess you could say Iron Man put up a really solid fight against Thanos.
Yeah.
Thor also just threw his axe and kind of just caved it in him, actually doing more damage. I mean, but he's a god, but Iron Man's also a man.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big...
He is an Iron Man. That's why it's in the name. Iron Man.
Yeah,
I can get where you're
it's a
going.
Man versus God.
Yeah.
Like,
and what is a god to a man?
Batman.
Exactly. And that's why Batman is Superman.
Alright, so are we feeling pretty confident on this one? I feel like we're all coming in one way.
Yeah.
Thor.
I give it to Thor.
Oh, this one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch versus the Hulk.
Alright. So Scarlet Witch was able to take over Hulk pretty easily.
Yeah.
And if we're not going Professor Hulk this route,
I feel like
that means he's still
in an overall fight. I feel like brute strength, most definitely Hulk.
Even
but like this is really hard to trump
because remember with Thanos, You know, and Scarlet Witch gets there, and then she does like the stuff. Like it stopped there. They didn't obviously take him out, but like that's still pretty impressive. She's not like I'm impervious to damage. Like she could get messed up.
Yeah.
I feel like if she had enough time to get over to Hulk and then do like her mind stuff, she'd probably win. But in this case, if we're going like Ragnarok Hulk,
she did do that to Bruce.
Yeah.
She walked up to Bruce and did it.
That's why it's like, but this is Hulk. So he transformed into Hulk, got into the octagon, ready to fight Scarlet Witch. He about to throw hands. In this case, I think it'd be Hulk, just because he'd already be in that form. And unless you change your body to look like Black Widow.
Do we want to vote on this one? Kind of feels like we're wrapping up on this one.
Yeah.
Who have I started on you and Wild Ryan?
No.
Actually, you haven't said much on this one. I'm gonna leave you for last.
Yeah.
Kyle, why don't you start us off first?
I'm gonna go with Hulk for this.
You're feeling Hulk?
Yeah.
I'm feeling the Hulk as well.
You're feeling the Hulk as well. Okay.
I want to see.
What were you gonna vote?
I was gonna vote Hulk too.
Okay.
Just because I think, like you said, arena, it's me versus you.
Yeah.
He's already hyped up. He's ready to go.
I just want to see Ragnarok 2 Hulk versus Thor.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a couple precedents for this one. But first things first, let's figure out the DC one. Wonder Woman versus Shazam.
They kind of rival each other in strength and imperviousness, but I think when it comes to, utilization of abilities, it's pretty even. Because like Wonder Woman has the lasso and has the sword, shield, and all that, and Shazam also has, I can throw lightning from my hands.
I feel like a very big deciding factor is Shazam can fly. He's way more maneuverable.
So can Wonder Woman.
I mean, it's different
with lightning.
No, she
glided.
She
it's different than just Shazam actually.
But Shazam can literally he has so much mobility, and I feel like he's way better in the air than her.
Okay, so you think in air combat, Shazam wins?
If this was a fight in the air, yes. If this was a fight on the ground,
so let's say Wonder Woman gets him grounded.
I feel like Wonder Woman wins it.
I still feel like Shazam gets it.
Shazam, elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Shazam, similar to how I was saying with, who was Breaking City, or like Hulk and Black Widow. Breaking a building, I feel like he's going to be way more triumphant with breaking everything, making the terrain more for him.
I would argue Wonder Woman could do that too.
I would to counter argue that statement, right? Wonder Woman has been trained since a child by warriors, by Amazons. That's the thing. He's still a child. He hasn't had like proper combat training. Like Wonder Woman has trained with like the hopping on those like pole things. But she's able to adapt to different things, and she's been trained to fight.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We want to vote on this?
Yep.
Sure.
All right, Ryan, let's start with you.
I'd go with Wonder Woman just for that killer instinct.
I feel like this is Shazam. I just wanted to make it interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I got it.
Okay. I think now by anybody on this. These two are good.
They are the strongest. They are the literally strongest members of the entire.
Here's what I want to say. Starting off here, these two have fought twice. Hulk has won both times. What do you think would Thor have to do to upset Hulk?
That second fight was unfair.
I was hoping someone would bring that up. The second fight was rigged. But before that, you could say it was pretty evenly matched.
It was pretty evenly matched.
He just
unlocked his power. So it's kind of, so he's kind of like has a boost of energy, and then I forget his name.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum just sits there and just like, no, my champion needs to win.
Granted, the fight before that was super even, and the reason why Jeff Goldblum decided I'm gonna stop this fight was because Thor was winning, and so he had to stop the fight so his champion could win.
Yeah.
So technically, Thor would have won that, which would have made it a 1-1.
And he's like Hulk still. I mean, he was
beating him,
yeah. And it's like the next day he wakes up and it's like,
I still think that blind rage is going to overtake Thor because of like
Thor had him for a second.
I mean, but Hulk will still just knock you out.
All right, ready to vote?
Yep.
Let's start with Brandon this time.
Hulk.
You got Hulk, Ryan.
I gotta go Thor.
Thor.
Put it on you.
Kyle.
Put it on you, Kyle.
This might be an upset to some people, but I'm gonna have to go with Hulk for this one.
Hulk!
Yeah!
Hulk! All right, and with that, we have decided our championship matchup, which is representing the West, the Justice League side, and representing the East, the Marvel side, the Incredible Hulk. All right, so where do we even begin on this?
Okay.
You
want to start?
You first.
Okay.
I've been starting a lot.
So, we have talked, because, I mean, apparently Hulk just loves beating women in this bracket, just right off the jump.
Whoa!
So, I mean, based on the bracket, he's only fought Black Widow, Scarlet Witch,
and then Thor, which
and this is why I say this, right? The two that Hulk faced, we've talked about like the mind altering stuff, right?
Yep.
Where, Black Widow would go for it, but like she'd have to actually be around and close to him to do that. Scarlet Witch would have to get some magic on him as Bruce Banner and stuff like that. I feel like Wonder Woman would have the best advantage because of the lasso. Because she could throw it at him and then like just force him to calm down. Because I mean, you can calm emotions when under the lasso. So it'd be like,
You can show the truth and you can make him tell the truth.
Didn't they use that on
but if
Superman,
he's not
though?
calm, that's not the truth.
Did Superman just like?
I'm thinking like I don't know
I'm
if he
pretty
like.
sure. Yeah, he was
I don't think no. It just wrapped around his arm and then he just pulled her.
Similar thing with Hulk. He could do a swing around.
Okay, so how about this to give a best visual?
Yeah.
You could say Hulk is essentially Doomsday without spikes.
Okay.
How was Wonder Woman doing in that fight against Doomsday? And you could essentially say Hulk or Wonder Woman is Thor, but without as much lightning.
I mean,
So there's visual here. We can go.
visual, which means this is an even contest.
I'm leaving it to Hulk just because of how I feel like he's way more crazier than Doomsday.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
no.
I
It
feel
depends
like
on the version of Hulk. If it's early Incredible Hulk, I would agree. I think
if it's
Hulk
Scarlet Witch,
I think if it's Hulk from Ragnarok, he is a little bit more like, okay, I know I'm in a battle. I don't need to destroy everything. I just need to destroy the one.
I mean, he did jump off or jump at a giant god, which I don't. I feel like Hulk is gonna be if she uses the lasso. Superman, puny god.
It held Doomsday though.
Yeah, but we're talking. I feel like Hulk is different than Doomsday.
Okay.
I know they're similar, but I feel like Hulk is way stronger, a different person with a different mindset. Doomsday is just like blood. I got to fight. Hulk, when he gets angry, is gonna just fold her. He's gonna punch her out.
Okay.
Ryan, man, what are you thinking right now?
Well, I like both your guys' arguments. They're very sound. Hulk, I agree with you. If he's raging out, knowing it's a fight, he's more unpredictable than Doomsday. And yes, Wonder Woman was winning that fight, but the Hulk is different.
I would like to point out, in the Incredible Hulk, the Abomination uses his elbow spike and does pierce his skin. I would point out, I think Wonder Woman's sword could probably do the same thing.
Well,
because it wasn't a vibranium.
They both have a similar, like Hulk and Abomination.
Yeah, they were
similar.
made. Yeah,
they're like the same.
The
genes.
gamma radiated people.
So what if? Yeah. So you mean what if Wonder Woman throws her sword in a microwave for a few minutes? You think that'll do it?
I mean, that's a fair thing, but she's gonna be challenging.
Also,
the
totally
Hulk.
different radiation. Yeah. I know that.
She's gonna jump into it and stab him. Hulk eats those.
I'd say he could eat that to get her close. Her hands on the blade.
Can I say one thing? Hulk did get knocked out by one punch from Hulkbuster. I think it is, if you want to use that argument, it just takes the right amount of punches.
He was in a bad space.
He's not fighting Hulkbuster.
Alright, well, it feels like you guys are kind of leaning away.
It got heated for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm a DC fan. I will edit all of your voices to say you said Wonder Woman.
I'll just Wonder Woman.
so just so we have it on record, so we're voting all together. Okay, Kyle, you're voting?
I will go with Hulk.
I will go with Hulk.
I will go with Hulk.
I regret doing this now. Well, I guess.
No wonder you put Cyborg at the bottom. See, that makes perfect. He's bringing
Cyborg would have bodied him.
Would have bodied everybody on sight. He could have used his football expertise to get around. He had the ability to forge weapons from his hand. Remember when he was flying to the tower, he went like Iron Man mode?
Yeah, so it looks like Hulk is the winner.
Woo!
That's a very odd winner.
Let's go, Hulk!
Let's go, Bruce! Just broke the chalk! Sorry, Teach.
So, well, and in the Avengers, they did call him the strongest Avenger. Or at least Tony did.
He
So
is truly
maybe Tony's onto something there.
I mean,
I don't 100% agree with that, but whatever.
I think Hulk versus Black Widow right off the bat was just like, okay, he's getting a first round bye.
All right, so there we go. There we have it. Hulk wins our nerd bracket. Be sure to enjoy your own NCAA brackets. I will probably be filling out my own by flipping a quarter as I do every year. It worked one year. It worked really good one year. I picked like one of the biggest historical upsets by quarter.
I mean, honestly, it's just a 50-50.
It's really 50-50. But yeah, thanks for watching this. Be sure to check out all of our other sports-related content coming out the rest of this channel, the rest of this month, and check out our other videos as well. For myself, our panel of experts here, who I will never be speaking to again because they now are DC haters. We'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.